is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 626 of Community Universe Mode, and we are live for NGW Checkpoint Toronto, the Great White North, playing host to what is going to be an action-packed card, the last stop for the superstars of NGW before we get to Ascendance Weekend and Homebound. And look at how things are kicking off. The war between the crew and its enemies going to culminate as DC and Durag Jones take on an interesting pairing indeed, Don Gianfranco and Jay Young. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Glad to see you on a night where we have not one, not two, but three championship matches, as well as a bad blood rivalry finally coming to an end between Amy Winters and Riley Van Wilson inside of a steel cage. Not to mention, we finally find out who is going to Homebound to challenge NGW Women's Champion Sunny Octave for her title. Will it be Danielle Davis or will it be Piper Fox? And in the main event, Dante Tatum's championship reign is in serious jeopardy as he defends against two opponents, a triple threat against the former Misfits, Joseph Santos and Tenra. Can Tatum get out of this one with his championship reign still intact, guys? But starting things off, indeed, the crew, ever since forming a little over a month ago, have been running roughshod on NGW. And, well, right around the time they got together is when Don Gianfranco arrived at NGW. He immediately butted heads. I mean, the Twitter war between the crew, Don Gianfranco, and his Mafia pals has just been ongoing for weeks, getting really intense, and that led to an in-ring confrontation where we saw DC knock off Don Gianfranco. And the following week, it would be Durag Jones defeating Jay Young. Jay Young having his own issues with the crew, so the two of them deciding, hey, why don't we shackle up and try to get one over on our common enemies, if you will. Don Gianfranco has made it clear, though, on Twitter, he's feeling this to be an uneasy alliance. Not sure if he can trust Jay Young, but he's not going to have any choice. He has to. It's the only backup he's got. DC and Durag Jones been red hot, so the only way that Gianfranco and Young can come out of this one ahead is if they get on the same page. Interestingly enough, DC and Durag Jones decided to come out here without Jaquan Shea. As we've seen in recent weeks, it's normally the entirety of the crew coming down to ringside, but DC and Durag Jones told me earlier tonight they don't want to hear any excuses from Gianfranco and Young after they win tonight, because both Gianfranco and Young both said the only reason that the crew got victories over them is because of everybody being ringside. Too much of a distraction. So the crew does not want to hear it tonight. Ain't going to be any excuses, says DC. Things have been getting particularly heated between Durag Jones and Don Gianfranco after Gianfranco took some rather unsavory shots at Durag's wife. I don't think we're going to see a wrestling match between the two of them. More than likely will divulge into a fight. And that's what Don Gianfranco is good at. Might be older than a good majority of the NGW roster, but that makes him wise in his years. And he kind of brings a bit of a different flair. Him and Jay Young, to contrast the crew. DC and Durag Jones both are bruisers. DC also likes to fly around the ring a bit. But more often than not, you'll see him throwing around those power moves. Don Gianfranco, meanwhile, a lethal submission expert. And we know Jay Young likes to refer to himself as the technical machine, training recently with Hall of Famer Dave Turner. We're going to find out if those styles will complement each other. Five weeks from right here tonight, guys. Ascendance Weekend will kick off with NGW homebound. You know that all four of these superstars in this match want to be a part of that event. Especially, I'd say, the TV Dream, Jay Young, who has been struggling this season, but he has got the support of the NGW Universe more than ever. They are behind him 100%. They want to see Jay Young succeed. Just look at that banger he had with Johnny Respawn earlier this week on NGW Impact. Even in defeat, Jay Young proving he can hang with the best of the best. I don't know if Young much appreciates Don Gianfranco's talking down to him recently, though, and that's what makes me a bit weary of this team. It's almost like Don Gianfranco is trying to take Jay Young under his wing. I don't know if the TV Dream wants that to happen, though. So here we go. The Crews, DC and Durag Jones taking on Don Gianfranco and Jay Young. Going to be DC. And Gianfranco starting things off as referee Poe rings the bell. Kick to the midsection. The two bruisers. Big old STO. Jay Young is really out of place in this match. The smallest man by far, but don't let that fool you. Well, look at this already early on. Jay Young is trying to come to the rescue, but the Don is able to save himself. Gets out of the way of that elbow drop. DC taking a 10-foot drop onto the outside. Not even a minute into this match. Tries to make up for it with a forearm smash to the base of the skull. Get some well-placed kicks to the back of the knee now. Don Gianfranco, as I mentioned before, a submission expert, and that means he's going to be looking to wear down the limbs of DC. We're already seeing that come into effect. Big punch to the midsection, knife edge chop. Another punch. Count of 7 right now. Have until 20 to get back into the ring as Durag Jones just watches very closely from the apron. Doesn't want to get involved because that may lead to a disqualification. Would hate to throw a win like this out the window. Man, Don Gianfranco is killing DC right now with a brain buster down onto the knee. That's one way to kick things up a bit. Back into the ring we go just before the count of 13. DC was trying to make a tag to Durag Jones, but look at Don Gianfranco. He's been waiting for this opportunity to get his hands on DC for weeks. That is impressive. DC almost 300 pounds. And with ease, Don Gianfranco just drops him out of that military press. Now into a front headlock, punch to the back of the head. Up next, guys, after this match, Damian Winters, Riley Van Wilson step into the steel cage, looking to once and for all put their rivalry to an end, and it's no escape. There won't be any interference from the Standard, no interference from RVW's friends. It's just going to be them two locked inside and nowhere to run. It ends tonight, and things may be ending for Don Gianfranco. Pendulum backbreaker into a vertical suplex from Durag Jones. Durag's coming off a win on NGW Impact earlier this week at Fatal 4-Way Elimination bout. As a matter of fact, gotta wonder how he's feeling because he went to war with Nucleo. Maybe some lasting effects, but Jay Young is tagged in as the Don falls to the outside, and now the pressure is on for the TV Dream, who looks to upset Durag with a jackknife roll-up, but only a 1 count. Super kick looks like it caught Durag Jones in the chest, then follows it up with a sliding forearm smash. Misses the punch, though. Durag Jones going to attempt to capitalize. Too slow. Jay Young much quicker. We're going to get a rebound German suplex from the corner. Gianfranco back up onto the apron. Jones looking to make a hot tag. Can he get there in time? Yes, he can. Here comes the self-proclaimed main event of the crew. Gets a back elbow for his troubles. This Toronto crowd, red hot for what is sure to be an amazing night of action. Kicking off with this tag team confrontation. Big choke slam by DC. And speaking of tags, oh, hang on a minute. Before I get on that segue, DC with the tour of the islands. That mega slam into the mat. Is this one over? Oh my goodness, nearly. 2.999. Jay Young survives though, much to the chagrin of the crew. And as I was saying, speaking of tag team action later on tonight, the NGW tag team titles will be on the line. Black Magic, once again, putting their historic reign up for grabs against the Outlaws, guys. Ken Donahue said he was going to go and find a unique challenge for TJ Black and Jared Leon, and he most definitely did. The inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champions, tag team vets here in CMV, coming down from the main roster. Looking forward to that one, but look at DC making sure Jay Young doesn't have any ideas of coming back in this one. Planting him with that spinebuster jawbreaker. Hits the midsection. Hang on a minute! Jay Young with that butterfly neckbreaker. The only way I could really describe it. 1, 2, one of the very few times Jay Young has actually managed to hit it. I think that's only the second time ever, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, though, Durag Jones able to get into the ring, evade Gianfranco's defense, and break the pin. Elevated flatliner from the main event. And Jay Young right back where he was before. Stomp on the bicep, stomp to the chest. Oh, Jay Young gouging the eyes, I guess willing to play by the crew's rules in order to win this thing. It's obvious Young wants to tag the Don. Irish hook to the corner. Uh-oh. Tag attempted. Young is fighting though. You gotta respect it. But for how much longer can he fight? The crew. Oh my lord. High knee to the jaw and then an Enzu lariat. And Durag's not even done. The Urban Gladiator now with a modified torture rack. And Jay Young may have no choice but to tap out, but he refuses. The never say die attitude of the technical machine. With an Irish whip into the corner again. Trying so desperately to tag Gianfranco, having no luck. And paying homage to his partner DC, Durag Jones with that swinging mat slam. 1, 2. Gianfranco didn't like how close that one was. Jones seeking to establish the crew's dominance in this match. Keeping Jay Young grounded with this abdominal stretch. Young looking up at the lights, guys, and things are not looking too good. In a TV dream for the crew. However, this match isn't going exactly how they want it to. One-handed spinebuster. You see the Don extending his hand, saying, please, make the tag. But Jay Young, he's trying. He can't get free. The crew is doing such a good job of isolating Young, ensuring that he cannot make that tag. And now we get a, oh man, terminating spike with such force that it almost knocked referee Poe off his feet. A wicked back elbow. Come on, the fans are on their feet. Jay Young, where is he getting this from? Digging way down deep. DC got one earlier, but Durag Jones says, no thank you. Back to the sharpshooter. We are in Toronto. Will Durag Jones force Jay Young to submit with the sharpshooter in Toronto? No. Able to escape. We already got our first homage of the night. There's the tag. Finally, Gianfranco coming in. Boy, has he been feeding to collide with Do-Rag Jones. It's kind of a messed up kick. Got enough of it though. Now a front headlock. Do-Rag Jones chops away the hand. And there's another tornado mat slam. Stomp to the knee for good measure. Don Gianfranco pops back up. Short arm shoulder block. Picked up to a vertical base. Drop kick. Don Gianfranco, like I said before, maybe older than most of the roster. But don't get it twisted. He can go. Matter of fact, may have been one of the best drop kicks I've seen recently. Now we get a back suplex. A German suplex. Still not done. Hanging on. Completing the trifecta. Oh, with a vertical suplex. Hooks the leg as Do-Rag Jones in trouble. 1, 2. No, he's not. Very close, but no cigar. Clear who these fans are behind in this match. Elbows raining down. Don Gianfranco, what's he thinking? Took too long. Do-Rag Jones pops back up to his feet. European uppercut. Knife edge chop. Spins him around. Irish whip into the corner, trying to bring DC back into the fray. Able to evade. Stomp to the quad. Turns him around. And we get a sidewinder suplex now. Grabbed by the do-rag. Don Gianfranco gritting his teeth. Tries to go for a kick to the midsection. Gets a knee to the beard. And Gianfranco is gassed. That does not bode well. Got to be thinking to put this match away as quickly as he can. Oh, nice forward Russian leg sweep. Or a headlock driver for those who are feeling fancy. Irish whip out of the corner of the crew. Over to Jay Young. Don Gianfranco slowly approaches. What's he thinking? Oh my God. A straight up slap across the face. Heard around the arena. And now Don Gianfranco, what's he doing? What is this? Oh! From the top rope, digging his knees into the gut of Do-Rag Jones. 1, 2. Jay Young dropping the ball. DC able to get past him and break the pin. Jay Young trying to make up for it now. An all-out war in the ring. Referee Poe's got to get some order in here. DC's not the legal man. And that mistake may end up costing Gianfranco. Do-Rag Jones with a hammerlock elbow. Catches him off guard. An Irish whip to the corner again. Punch to the back of the head. Nice assist. And now a chop to the throat. There's that kick to the gut. A butterfly suplex. Not just 1. Not just 2. But 3. Ooh, finished it with a butterfly DDT. Gianfranco now with a fire in his eyes. Finger on the trigger. Oh man, Do-Rag Jones getting out of harm's way and a standing German suplex. What a match to kick off NGW Checkpoint Toronto. These two teams beating the hell out of each other. Irish whip to the corner again. Gianfranco makes the tag to Jay Young. Let's see how well these two work together. An assisted drop kick. Man, Do-Rag Jones' head snapped back. Did Gianfranco just shake his hips? Because if he did, I never want to see that again. Jay Young tries to go low. Do-Rag Jones is waiting with a knee. But look at the Don. DC doing the same thing. How long can Gianfranco hold Do-Rag? He can't any longer. Pushes him off. Oh, but Do-Rag's pissed. This is giving Jay Young some time to recuperate. Can he go and save his partner? He's letting it happen. I don't know about that. Now going to try to capitalize, but Do-Rag Jones caught him. Knee to the face, busted wide open. Clothesline ends in lariat. The reflexes of Do-Rag Jones, incredible. Knife edge chop. Jay Young responds in kind. Uppercut up against the ropes, throws him down. Rope assisted stomp to the sternum. Backed into the corner. Jay Young lining up his shot. The pinpoint accuracy of that knee. Jones is down. I think he may be sleeping. 1, 2, 3. Don Gianfranco and Jay Young get retribution here in Toronto. The Crew take their first L since forming, but towards the end of that match, it looked like Jay Young was more concerned with winning this match than the well-being of Don Gianfranco. He sat there and allowed Do-Rag Jones to take the Don out. Well, the Don's back up now, and it looks like he ain't holding a grudge because they are the winners of this match, and that's got to feel real good for them. A much-needed win for both men here in Toronto. Up next, guys, it all comes to an end. Months and months and months of bad blood going to implode as Amy Winters and Riley Van Wilson step into a steel cage, no escape, as per the request of Riley Van Wilson. Remember earlier this week on NGW TV, her and Rosebud Champ defeating Amy Winters and Janet Tor of the Standard, allowing RVW to choose the stipulation of this match. And she told GM Ken Donahue, I don't want the Standard getting involved, I don't even want my friends getting involved, and I don't want Amy Winters running away from me yet again. So a steel cage it'll be. You can only win by pinfall or submission. And things starting so long ago between these two. At the start of the season, they were friends. They were tag team partners working so well together. But it was the former two-time Women's Intercontinental Champion Amy Winters that got jealous when Riley Van Wilson earned a shot at the Women's Championship before her, costing RVW that title match, and ever since then, it has just been back and forth between the two. First, Riley Van Wilson was on the shelf. That's when the Standard truly formed and began taking over the NGW Women's Division. But then Riley Van Wilson came back with a fire lit up under her ass. She put Amy Winters on the shelf for some time. And now it has been a struggle in the Women's Division between the Standard, Riley Van Wilson and friends, but that all ends right here, right now. Amy Winters allowing her jealousy to get the better of her, stabbing her supposed best friend in the back. And everything since then has been a domino effect. But will everything that Amy Winters has been building come crumbling down at the hands of the Polish Nightmare here tonight in Toronto? This is a match that Riley Van Wilson has been waiting far too long for. She actually got it, you'll remember. A couple of months ago, we were supposed to see these two go one-on-one, but Amy Winters did the dip and instead threw Riley Van Wilson into a handicap match. And that's the match that Riley Van Wilson got injured in. Kept her out of action for some time. But like Riley Van Wilson said herself, there will be nowhere to run, there will be nowhere to hide. It's you and me, Amy, inside of this steel cage. And you are going to get yours. The steel cage lowering and closing these two within. Again, there is no escape. You can only win by pinfall or submission. Riley Van Wilson comes out swinging with a punch to the jaw. double tie, but both women are back to their feet. Riley Van Wilson gonna win it. Another forearm smash. A stomp to the face as well. Sweep by Amy Winters, the veteran. As said before, a former two-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. And she came to NGW at the start of the season expecting to be the face. You know, I have all this experience on ferocity. I should have gotten a shot at the Women's Championship immediately in my NGW TV debut. But instead it was Riley Van Wilson who got there before her. And the Killer Queen wasn't having any of it. Willing to flush that friendship down the toilet. Wise man once said, there's no friends in a business like wrestling. There's going to be no love lost inside of that steel cage. Riley Van Wilson with a bow and arrow. It'd probably feel even better to make Amy Winters submit. Force her to quit. Misses that super kick. Irish whip now, and on the rebound, Amy Winters with a just perfect Japanese arm drag. Elbow to the jaw. Riley Van Wilson targeting that shin of Amy Winters early on in this one. Wonder how that will play into the match later on. Amy Winters up against the ropes, nowhere to go as Riley Van Wilson just lays into her. Nice belly-to-belly suplex. Almost sent her right into the cage wall. And although this cage is, hang on, pin, one, only a one count. Although this cage is primarily being used in this instance to keep the Standard and RVW's friends out and these two in, can be used as a weapon. Riley Van Wilson showing off her wrestling ability. Just picking Winters apart limb by limb. First she was going after the legs, now the arms. This wants to inflict maximum agony. Release vertical suplex. The way that Winters dropped. Another pin by RVW. This time gets a 2. She's trying to end this one early. Maybe there's still deep down inside some feelings. And if so, Riley Van Wilson better get rid of him quick, because Amy Winters will take advantage, as she just did there. Clothesline. Clothesline again. Now we get a calf kick. Riley Van Wilson with the wind knocked out of her. Grabbed by the hair. Pulled up to her feet. Over the knee she goes. Knee, 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 knee. And one more. Bam! Turning her inside out. And look how Amy Winters doesn't waste any time. Just mauling Riley Van Wilson right now. The single underhook. DDT. On the money. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But Riley Van Wilson refusing to give Amy Winters the satisfaction here inside of the steel cage at NGW Checkpoint Toronto. This one going to continue. Amy Winters still in control. Irish whip to the corner. RVW with a sign of life, able to reverse. Elbow to the jaw though, misses that kick. That's going to leave her wide open. The Polish Nightmare capitalizes with a dragon suplex. No bridge to try and pin, beating her chest, shaking the hard camera. Forearm smash. Forearm smash again. Amy Winters trying to help herself out in the corner. I don't think she's going to, though. A third forearm smash into a running bulldog. Riley Van Wilson. Shades of sunshine with the crunchy. Hooks that leg. 1, 2, 3. Riley Van Wilson getting her retribution here in Toronto. We all thought she may have cost herself the match after a moment of hesitation. Amy Winters coming back, hitting her single underhook DDT. But RVW fought back, barraging Amy Winters with those forearm smashes. And then the cherry on top, that crunchy may have shattered Amy's neck. And the Polish Nightmare going to stand victorious once and for all. And that's what did it. The fans counting along as Riley Van Wilson finally gets one over on Amy Winters, and in a big way. Our third match of the evening here at NGW Checkpoint, Toronto, guys. Going to see Sage Autumn go one-on-one with Mr. Magnificent Six, Ace Reeves. Still to come, the NGW Tag Team titles will be on the line when the Outlaws challenge the historic reign of Black Magic. And let's not forget who is going to answer Blake Virtue's open challenge for the Rising Star Championship. We're finally going to see who goes to homebound to challenge Sunny Octave for the NGW Women's Championship when it's Danielle Davis and Piper Fox in a number one contenders match. And in the main event, Dante Tatum has his back against the wall when he defends his NGW Championship against Joseph Santos and Tenra. But speaking of the NGW Championship, is that man right there, Ace Reeves, that has in his possession a contract he can cash in anytime, anywhere for an NGW Championship match. He earned that right back in England in that six-man ladder match. But tonight, he takes on a man who was with him in that very same ladder match, who had that same opportunity that Ace did, but Autumn, seeming a bit jealous that he was not the one to earn the contract, has been making Reeves' life a living hell these past few weeks, costing him a match against newcomer Justin Gates. Ace Reeves, who tried to get some payback by attacking Sage Autumn during his match with Blake Virtue by hitting him in the head with a metal bat, but even so, Autumn was still able to win that match. And Autumn just having himself a good time clowning Ace Reeves on social media, trying to get under the gravity manipulator skin ahead of this match here. Will the line games pay off? Ace Reeves did seem to be on his game earlier this week when he beat Justin Gates in the rematch rather quickly as well. Will the same happen to Sage Autumn here? Will he regret picking a fight with Mr. Magnificent Six? Sage Autumn, I'm sure, just like many others, wishes he was in the position of Ace Reeves, having that briefcase right there. That all but guarantees Ace Reeves to be the next NGW champion. Only 3 times in CMV history has a cash-in failed, guys. But 90% of the time, it is successful. Ace Reeves outlasted 5 of the men, including Sage Autumn. He climbed that ladder. He unhooked that briefcase. He earned that championship match anytime, anywhere. Question is, when will he enact that opportunity? Could be tonight, could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be in a month, a year. But right now, Reeves is focused on the task at hand, and that's Autumn here in Toronto. Sage Autumn, Ace Reeves, mano y mano as referee Poe rings that bell, and let's get it on. Honorable time to get things started. This is the first time these two are meeting one-on-one. Are we going to get a clean separation? We are. I'll say I'm surprised that Autumn didn't attempt to take a cheap shot, as we've seen him do against Ace this past month. Kick to the back, thwarted, as Sage Autumn comes from behind with a twisting German suplex. And just listen to this crowd They're most definitely on the side of Ace Reeves with a handspring enziguri. But no, hang on a minute. Justin Gates, the undisputed future, a man who had his own personal issues with Ace Reeves as of late, coming down to ringside, distracting Mr. Magnificent Six. Autumn, gonna try to use this disadvantage. One. Oh, but only a 1 count. Luckily, Reeves able to snap back to reality. And it seems as though Justin Gates has come to, I guess, pay back Sage Autumn for his help in knocking off Ace Reeves a few weeks ago. Staying at ringside as this match continues, but now it's a question of, can Reeves focus with Gates' presence at ringside? You see him shoot that glare as he rolls off the knee drop. Jawbreaker from Autumn. Nice, cheeky. Takedown, stomp to the chest. Autumn into a dragon sleeper. Attempting to put this one away early. Sage Autumn getting backed with those knees, responds with a discus forearm smash. And as we saw Reeves try to roll it out of the apron there, give him a moment's reprieve. Autumn doing a very good job of blocking him from doing so. Goes out the legs. Autumn. Push him back, stomp to the chest. Justin Gates still lurking at ringside. It's clear that he is not going to show Ace Reeves the same respect that Reeves did to him earlier this week on NGW TV. Oh! Reeves going for a handspring back elbow. Sage Autumn just said, nah, fam. Freaking threw him to the mat. Autumn kipping up almost immediately after being knocked down. That's what I love most about Ace Reeves. You can't keep this kid down for long. He just keeps coming back at you. Dragged out of the corner. And Autumn just having himself some fun now at the expense of Ace Reeves, further playing those mind games. I guess they didn't stop when the bell rang. Half Boston Crab by the gravity manipulator, who himself gets shoved back now with a boot to the chest. Cheeky jab. Doesn't connect. Teardrop suplex does. Stomp to the rest. Justin Gates now just playing the role of cheerleader. Sage Autumn, who tries to hook the leg for another pin. Still only able to find a 1 count, though. Massive kick to the back. You just got to imagine how that feels. Shooting pains up and down the spine. Autumn getting a sense of his position in the ring before hitting that Shining Wizard. It has been all Sage Autumn, essentially, guys, since Justin Gates came out here with little moments of life from Reeves here and there. But he has got to figure out a way to turn things around quickly. Fisherman suplex. Ooh, look at Ace's leg. That is not pretty. Bent in a weird way. Hopefully he's okay, though. I mean, if you take out the legs of Ace Reeves, you take out about 90% of his offense. Look at that, though. I guess that just answered the question as to whether or not Reeves' knees are bothering him. The schoolboy freaking tip-up enziguri. Now going to throw Autumn down across the middle rope. Rebounding. 619! This Toronto crowd on their feet for that one. The Tiger feint kick for the layman. Look at that. Head scissors whip. Justin Gates does not like what he's seeing right now. Reeves trying to mount the comeback, fiving off the energy given to him by this crowd. Throwing Autumn out of the corner. Double bounce punch. Sage Autumn getting right back up. Ace has a drop kick for him. Still getting back up. Autumn will not stay down, but I think that mushroom stomp gonna finally do the deed. Look at Gates with his arms crossed like he's not impressed. Yeah, right. We've seen this many times before by the gravity manipulator. From the top rope, DDT busting Sage Autumn wide open, an aggressive pin looking right into the eyes of Justin Gates. 1, 2, no! Ace for sure thought he had it there, but Autumn proved to be a tougher opponent than that. And he certainly has since arriving in NGW. Remember the match he had with NGW champion Dante Tatum a couple of months ago? Pushed the champ to his limits. Now Sage mocking Ace Reeves, saying, "That's all you got, kid?" As the blood drips from that cut across his forehead, knocks him off the apron with a harsh punch. Stomp to the knee. Knife edge chop gets blocked though. Overhand punch rejected. Right to the jaw. Gonna send some spit flying and another head scissors takedown by Sage Autumn. Referee Poe beginning his count already at 3. Scoop slam. Drops down behind. Does Mr. Magnificent 6. High kick caught. Elbow to the knee. Sage Autumn back into the ring at 5. Forcing Ace Reeves to chase after him. But Reeves taking a cheap shot. I can't say that I blame him in the predicament that he's in right now. I'd probably do the same thing. And a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. You blink, you miss it. Ace Reeves going to the top rope. Going to live up to his name of the Gravity Manipulator Corkscrew Moonsault. And Justin Gates knows exactly what that means. Uno, dos, no trace, mark. Ace Reeves just about as baffled as me and everybody else in this arena watching this show around the world. How the hell did that not win Ace Reeves the match? Trying his best to put his shock aside. Stay on top of Sage Autumn like peanut butter on jelly. Gonna get another airplane spin. Ugh. Around and around and around we go. Autumn getting dropped unceremoniously. Irish whip to the corner. Again approaching with intent. Autumn giving too much time. Waiting for him. Elbow to the face. Woo, mama! I don't even know what the hell that was. So the top rope he goes with Sage Autumn up against the ropes. Yeah, I was going to say, what is he looking to hit there? Throwing Autumn to the outside. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Ace Reeves through the ropes. Tornado DDT. Now that was awesome. Somehow Sage Autumn, though, able to quickly regain his composure and mocking Ace Reeves right to his face. Not going to pay off. Corkscrew neckbreaker. Reeves is running on fumes at this point, though, guys. What does he have left to give? Delivering a reality check, knee to the side of the head, a Hangman's neckbreaker to follow up. Again, out of instinct, just drops into the cover. 1, 2. Autumn proving yet again that he's not going to be a flash in the pan here at NGW. He's here to give his absolute all. And he wants to take down a big dog like Ace Reeves. Hang on a minute. What the? Running Samoan drop. Oh my God, and the way that Ace's body reacted. Sage Autumn now going to the top rope. I guess he's feeling froggy. Wash! Imploded Phoenix Splash. If that would have connected, it would have been game over for Ace Reeves. But no such luck for Sage Autumn. However, Reeves was unable to capitalize. Double axe handle again. Shoulder thrust. Whoa! Autumn. With a back elbow and Ace Reeves on spaghetti legs. Look at how quickly, though, he's able to respond at the threat of Sage Autumn coming at him with that high knee. Reeves is just a competitor on a totally different level than everybody else at NGW. Pulled up in that front headlock. Fireman's carry, drops him on his rear end. I'm sure Justin Gates was thinking this match is going to be over rather quickly after he tried to interfere. Well, this is turning out to be a slobber knocker. Ace Reeves goes to the top rope yet again. Corkscrew moonsault numero dos. And Justin Gates doesn't even want to look. 1, 2. 2, 3. Ace Reeves victorious. Against the odds, after Justin Gates attempted to interfere, but it backfired. And the gravity manipulator standing tall here in Toronto. This is exactly what Ace Reeves had better be prepared to face, though, as Mr. Magnificent Six. Everybody sees him with that opportunity. They know he's going to be the next NGW champion, so they want a piece of him. Sage Autumn, Justin Gates, they may be the first to come, but they are not going to be the last. Ace Reeves just proved here tonight, however, that he is ready for that challenge. Well, up next, guys, at our first of 3 championship matches here tonight in Toronto, as the historic reign of Black Magic faces peril. Ken Donahue said he was going to go digging to find a new challenge for our NGW Tag Team Champions, and boy did he, with the inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champions, vets of the DAG division here in CMV, coming down from Supremacy. It's the Outlaws, Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack. We know that right now in NGW, there's an ongoing NGW Tag Team Championship tournament. The victors will face whomever walks out of this match and out of Toronto as the NGW Tag Team Champions in 5 weeks at Homebound. Will that reign that has shook the very foundation of NGW come to an end? Or will TJ Black and Jared Leon yet again battle back their foes? We're going to find out right here, right now. Still to come, though. Who answers Blake Virtue's open challenge for the Rising Star Championship? Danielle Davis or Piper Fox, who's going to Homebound to challenge Sonny Octave for the NGW Women's Championship? And can Dante Tatum make it out with his reign still intact as he defends against Joseph Santos and Tenra in a triple threat match? And this is going to be nothing short of a big old hoss fight between these two teams. We know the Outlaws, they've only ever got one strategy in entering that ring, and it's throwing hands. The inaugural Fusion Tag Team Champs. That was over 3 years ago. As a matter of fact, at the first annual Purgatory was where these two men became the first ever Fusion Tag Team Champs. Purgatory next Sunday, 1 week from tonight. Ken Donahue went looking, and he found quite a team to stand in the way of Black Magic going to Homebound. Big Duke Briggs on the right, Buzzsaw Jack on the left, and yes, that's Duke Briggs, brother of former Undisputed Champion Andrew Briggs, and NGW Women's Division competitor Amber Briggs. Big Duke, I know, has always felt a little bit lesser than his siblings. Obviously, never claiming the same sort of accolades that they have. Maybe he could start to change that here tonight, though. The freakish Buzzsaw Jack by his side. How do you get that long? Looks like he went through like a Laffy Taffy stretcher or something. I don't know. I just know that I wouldn't want to be anywhere near him at any sort of time. I'm thankful that I'm safe over here behind my announce table. I feel like I need some sort of charms to keep him at bay. Same way I feel about these two men, if you can call them that. The absolute tanks that have dominated the NGW Tag Team Division since, well, damn near the start of the season. TJ Black, Jared Leon, and never too far behind, Leon's wife, Joy Justice, is back at Fast Track that these two won the tag team titles, and every single team that has stepped up to them since has met the same end. Will that be the fate of the Outlaws here in Toronto? So here we will Black Magic continue their historic reign into Homebound. Or will the Outlaws, an unexpected challenge, be what finally halts them dead in their tracks? Big Duke Briggs and Buzzsaw Jack attempting to capture that same thrill they did over 3 years ago at the inaugural Purgatory pay-per-view. And they became the very first ever Fusion Tag Team Champions. Looking across the ring at the two units that have made the NGW Tag Team Division their playground for almost half a year. TJ Black and Jared Leon Black Magic. Referee Poe holding those belts up high for the world to see. Let's get it. Duke Briggs and TJ Black gonna start things off. TJ Black is the one anomaly of these four, as we've seen before time and time again. Maybe the most athletic superstar, not just on the NGW roster, but in the entirety of CMV today. I'd probably put him in the top 5, my fave 5. Oh, but look at that already. The veteran edge that the Outlaws bring to this match comes into play. TJ Black did not see Buzzsaw Jack coming, pulled him right out of the damn ring, and now he's in a bad part of town, or maybe a bad part of the swamp. Punch to the midsection by the unholy one. It's going right into the steel steps now. And Duke Briggs threatening a punch. He should probably punch him. And we're going to strike to the back of the head, kick to the midsection, then the knee, then to the other knee. Spinning soul kick. Stuck in the air right up out of Briggs, and he's gonna drop you to the chest, sends him flying back down, smacking his head off the mat. Back into the ring just before the count of 8. Remember, Black Magic do have a champion's advantage. They can retain via count out or disqualification. The Outlaws, however, can only win by pinfall or submit. Tag to Jared. That's some strength there, by almost 300 pounds. Rolling fireman's Terry Double looks to use that Joy Justice because we've seen her before getting involved on the behalf of Black Magic. Often, she has been the deciding factor in Black Magic retaining their tag team titles. She's that secret weapon, if you will. Buzzsaw Jack, now legal, comes in. A side headlock takedown. Might not expect some wrestling like that from somebody like him. Now he's talking that trash. Jared Leon, not a fan of it. Short back body drop. Leon pulled up to his seat, Irish whip into the corner, looks for a body splash, gets out of the way just in the nick of time though, grabbing him by the dreads. Taking him for a walk. Gets stopped though before he can get there. Trio of well-placed elbows to the midsection. Deflection by Buzzsaw Jack, who comes vertical. TJ Black not liking. Thought TJ here today, the longest reigning tag team champs in NGW tag team champs period in all of CMV, not too far off from hashtag trending worldwide, who reigned at 7 months. I'd have to go back and actually check, but I think Black Magic are somewhere around probably like 5.5 months. They've held those titles now. Maybe 6 even. Like I said, I'd have to actually go back and check. Don't have that end, but okay. We get a nice team effort. Oh, Buzzsaw Jack disqualified. Standing moonsault. Bicycle knee attempted, but Buzzsaw Jack responds with a nasty jump. Surprise small package from the Unholy One. Looking to retain the titles, blink of an eye. Buzzsaw Jack said, I don't think so. What's going on? Uh-oh. Reap. Well, that's no good. We haven't had lag in quite a while. Huh. Ruh-roh. Alright, I'm going to try how it looks to restart. A Buzzsaw Jack with a short arm shoulder block. Again, and he can target that shoulder. Kind of a hammer lock modified with a chin lock. Shoulder chin lock, I guess. Hot tag to the skin, boot-clad Big Duke Briggs. Body block using all of that mass, and does he pass to just run over TJ Black like a Mack truck. Irish whip out onto the apron, knocked down to the outside though with a forearm smash, and that's going to give TJ Black a second to catch his breath and pander to these fans here. I think the fans, surprisingly, maybe more behind Black Magic than the Outlaws. And the Outlaws aren't fans. Got it. Knee to the chest. And again, I reiterate, titles can be retained by Black Magic via countout or disqualification. Same can't be said for the Outlaws if they want to walk out of Toronto as the new champs. Hurricane Rana and TJ Black is just taking Duke to school. Can't handle this agility. Another knee to the chest, and I think Duke better hit the side of his head off the steel steps as well. Double damage done. Kick to the knee, kick to the side of the head. Duke Briggs just frickin' falling back like a sack of stone. He's asleep. 9. Eyes are glazed over. Count of 9. TJ Black throwing him back into the ring. Tag to Buzzsaw. desperation, and it might be up to Jack. But the unholy one with a modified STF, the Regal stretch. Drop toe hold has Buzzsaw Jack laid over the middle rope. I thought we were going to get another 619. Now you see how TJ Black drop kicked the ropes? Buzzsaw Jack, that's so that the ropes could fling back right into Buzzsaw's throat. That's how smart TJ Black is. Knowing exactly what's going to inflict most damage. Some might call that a sinister. Whoa, Buzzsaw Jack! A chicken wing crossface here. And TJ, who has never submitted in his NGW career, not going to start tonight, instead delivering a thunderous single knee face breaker. And I can't really tell, but I think Jared Leon is trying to get into the ring. Referee Poe attempting to keep him at bay. Irish whip to the corner. Trio, whoa, TJ Black, what's he doing here? Hang on a minute. Hang on, don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do. TJ Black, funnily enough, saying his prayers, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, oh, double boot to the face. Buzzsaw Jack cracked open. And if anything's going to return titles, it's going to be that. 1, 2, 3. Man, oh man. Overhand punch, and there's Joy Justice, the backup plan coming into play. Inverted Rough Rider. Buzzsaw just damned it. Not let this one get away from him. Should try and tag if you ask me. Spreads those legs apart, stomp right down onto the gut. Grabs him by the throw. Single Irish whip to the corner. The Outlaws looking for that comeback victory, but a stomp to the quad. Wrong time to try and catch your breath, though, I would think, Buzzsaw. Maybe not taking the threat of Black Magic so seriously. I think he's going to wake up to the reality of things right now, or perhaps go to sleep. Enziguri Khan pulling Bushwood Northern Flex. 1. Another close takeout for Buzzsaw. It's still lagging? Damn, what's up, though? Why is it just randomly starting to lag?